Joined in studio by Hockey Hall of Famer, Swedish hockey legend, Peter Forsberg. Peter, 2 Olympic gold, 2 World Championship gold, 2 Stanley Cup. When you walk the streets of Sweden, help us to understand in North America, what gives you more cred on the streets as a former hockey great, the Olympic golds or the fact that you won Stanley Cups? Give us a sense of how important international hockey is in Sweden.
Well, I think if it comes to that, I think they would say the Olympic gold. But it's the younger generation now. They know more about the Stanley Cup. You know, when I grew up, we didn't really talk about it too much. You know, it was one pager in the newspaper every once a week. But nowadays, kids watch YouTube. They watch the highlights all the time. They know all the players. So it's changing a little bit. But like in the average person, I think in the Olympics are worth more than in the Worlds. So I would say the Olympics.
What gives you more personal pride? The Cups, the Olympics?
Well, I usually say, you know, it's.
Be honest.
I don't want to choose. Like, why would I choose? Like, it's all 3 of those things were fantastic to win, and I'm glad to have them.
All right, the Four Nations Cup is coming up this February. Yep. We've been waiting a long time for some international hockey because of all that's been going on. I assume that it's a big talk right now in Sweden as we're looking forward to the Four Nations Cup. For Team Canada, people are looking Connor McDavid, McKinnon to lead offensively. Team USA, Austin Matthews. Team Sweden, who would that be? Who are you looking to for offense from there?
Well, before the season, they asked me who I thought was going to win the points for the Swedish players in the NHL. I said William Nylander. I think he has to produce, I would say, if Sweden's going to go to the finals. And well, he's had a good start, and then Jesper Bratt is actually scoring some hat tricks. So we have some offense. The only thing I'm worried about the Swedish, we got some skilled players, but I don't know if they're big enough. I mean, if you look at the other teams, I mean, they got, and when we played back in the days, you know, Sundin and Modin, we're big boys, and then
and you,
well, yeah, it was average, but. You know, now you got Bratt, Nylander, you got maybe Elias Pettersson, maybe not the biggest guys. They have to provide some offense with some skills and some speed. We'll see how it goes.
What about defensively? You've got a guy in Erik Karlsson who we know can create some offense, but sometimes got some defensive liabilities. One of your old Swedish coach and a former teammate, Johan Garpenlov, said he's a little bit concerned about Erik Karlsson being on the team because he could become a defensive liability. What do you think of those comments? Do you share those concerns?
Yeah. Well, if you know Eric, he plays, I think he had over 100 points in San Jose, but still minus. But he provides what he provides. You know, he's so offensively skilled, so I think he still has to be on the team. But if I would be the coach, I would also tell him, you know, it's only a couple of games, and you can't take too many chances and risks out there. So, but he's still an unbelievable good player, so I think he should be on the team. But maybe when it comes to just one game, you have to be a little careful. Don't give up too many 2-on-1s or 3-on-2s, I would say. You're
still in great shape, and I know in your retirement, you're not only playing hockey, you're still playing some hockey. You're also being a bit of a broadcaster. So put your broadcaster hat on for me now. Give me a prediction in the Four Nations. Who do you like as a favorite, and where would Sweden be in the rankings right now?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know if I can be honest, and I get maybe killed back in Sweden. No, I would say Canada has to be the favorites, but I don't mind the U.S. team either. They have a good team, and since it's a small rink, I mean, played over here, I would say U.S. and Canada are the favorites going into this tournament. And Sweden and Finland, I think it's up for grabs. Everybody could win, but I would say Sweden and Finland kind of third right now. But not that the teams are bad. Yes, I think, you know, look at McKinnon and McDavid. I mean, they're flying right now. They're playing so well. So, and if I look at the scoring in the Swedes, I mean, we don't in the top 30. It's not too many Swedes there. So, I think we're gonna have a tough ride. But not that we have a bad team. Like I said, I want to rip the Swedish team. I'm just saying the other teams are so exactly. You're saying the other teams are such a good lineup, so it's gonna be hard.
By the way, as you go, let me say this. This is going to mark only the 6th best tournament in the last 20 years in terms of best on best. The only 2 countries to take gold in those tournaments, Canada and Sweden.
Yeah, we were there.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks.